Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to your ARD MCQ series. We're starting with our MCQs today. Okay, so we'll quickly jump to the session and take the number of questions today. Yes, guys. So let me take you towards our first question. Okay, so this is a good question to take on. The weeds that produce seeds that are difficult to separate once mixed with the crop seeds because of resemblance with the crop seeds, that are known as what? So the weeds which are resembling similar to the main crop which is planted, that is called as what? Absolute weed, relative weed, voluntary weeds, rogue weeds, or objectionable weeds. Please answer, guys. These are very easy questions, guys. You should be answering this. So the answer here is your objectionable weeds. So these are the weeds. For example, you can take the best example of mustard and argemon. You can also take example of wild oats and oats. So oats और wild oats में कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पता चलता है. Dodder and lucerne. Lucerne is a fodder crop. So you will see that your seeds are so similar to your main crop that it's highly impossible to separate them. The only solution is you plant, let the crop to grow, let the weed to grow. Then we will understand which is the weed, and then weed removal has to be done. Example of semi-partial stem parasite is known as broom rape for Oroblanche specialis, witchweed, Striga specialis, dodder, Cuscuta specialis, birdvine, Loranthus, and none of the above. I will give this answer. The answer here is witchweed, that is Striga specialis. So one very important question on paragraph based. The scheme has been implemented by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare in the year of 2021. This is to enhance the oilseed production, oil availability in the country, and to reduce the import of oils in the country. It is a centrally sponsored scheme. Recently, a mega plantation drive for oil palm cultivation was organized in 11 states across the India, covering 3,500 hectares. Identify the scheme. So the question only has oil palm in it. So automatically, even the best possible scheme which we are talking is National Mission on Edible Oils, oil palm. Okay, next. According to Agricultural Census 2021-2022, which is conducted every 5 years, what is the budget allocation to the states for the financial year of 2023-2024? 7235 lakhs, 7685 lakhs, 5413 lakhs, 6400 lakhs, and 8185 lakhs. So what is the answer here? The answer here is 7685, that is your option number 2. Okay, 7685 lakhs. This is the what? Budget allocation for the states for the financial year of 2023-2024. So the manufacturing plant for nano DAP liquid fertilizer by IFCO was established where? Gurgaon, Chandigarh, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Odisha. The answer is Gujarat and Odisha. National Agricultural Market Scheme (ENAM) is funded by which of the following fund? Rural Infra Development Fund, Agri-Tech Infra Fund, Alternative Investment Fund, National Agricultural Intra Financing Facility, and none of the above. So the answer here is your 2, that is Agri-Tech Infra Fund. Okay. Now Agri-Tech Infra Fund, this was overall a fund which supported your which scheme? ENAM scheme, which was a central sector scheme. The implementation agency for this was Small Farmers Agri Businesses Consortium, that is SFAC. A method of sowing where seed is inserted through a hole at desired depth is called as what? Drilling, planting, broadcasting, dibbling, and transplanting. See, there is no drill involved here because here seed is inserted through a hole of desired depth in a field. So which is that process through which this is done? It is dibbling process, because in this dibbler is there. Dibbler is nothing but such type of instrument. Are we clear? Next, which of the following methods are used to break dormancy in seed? Scarification, hot water treatment, leaching, hormonal treatment, and all of the above. What is the answer here? Very simple. So overall, if you look at it, okay, so all of these are the part of dormancy breaking process. The type of tillage where organic residues present in soil are not inverted into soil and remain as a protective cover against erosion and evaporation losses is known as what? Conservation tillage, stubble mulch tillage, both 1 and 2, zero tillage, or minimum tillage. The type of tillage where organic residues are present, guys, in the soil, not inverted into the soil, and they remain as a protective cover for the erosion and evaporation losses is known as which type of tillage? Yes, the answer here is 3, both a 1 and 2, because conservation tillage is also here there. At the same time, stubble mulch is also there. Why? Because see, in conservation tillage, it is all about minimum tillage activity. The evaporation losses, how you will prevent this? Simple, by adding a crop cover, and stubble mulch is nothing but a crop cover. The most common method of irrigation among the surface method of irrigation is flooding, check basin, rain basin, border strip irrigation, furrow irrigation. Answer? Try to answer. Very simple question. So flooding, check basin, ring basin, border strip and furrow irrigation. The answer here is check basin irrigation. 1,000 times I have told you, check basin irrigation is used because it is very easy for providing water to all the corners of the field, and that also in most controlled way. And that is why check basin irrigation is the most common method. Bushing is the process followed in which type of crop? A simple one-liner question but very difficult. Paddy, wheat, bajra, jowar, sugarcane. Bushing is the process followed in which type of crop? Anybody? So the answer here is paddy crop. So try to understand, when bushing is considered, it is nothing but when plowing is done, plowing is done of a young rice crop or paddy crop which is 4 to 6 weeks older or younger after sowing process. Okay. Next, one of the important post-harvest practices in groundnut is ginning, parboiling, milling, decortication or your threshing. Answer. One of the important post-harvest practices in groundnut, options have been given, please answer. So the answer is very easy here, it's decortication. It is nothing but, suppose if groundnut, this is your groundnut, decortication is nothing but one of the most important processes which is removal of the seeds from your shells in the groundnut. So that is removal of the seeds from the outer hull. Next. Medium range weather forecast is given by Meteorological Center, All India Radio, Indian Meteorological Department, National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecast and Regional Meteorological Center. The answer is National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecast. Next, who is known as queen of oilseed? Again, one liner question for 1 mark. Sometimes people feel that 2 marker questions are very difficult and 1 marker questions are very easy. In NABARD phase 2, more and more phase 2 exam you give, I wish that doesn't happen and you clear it in one go. But you will understand that 1 marker question jitne simple दिखते उतने होते नहीं है. Try to answer this. Okay, so the answer here is gingerly. Okay, answer is gingerly. Okay, for those who don't know what gingerly is, it is sesamum. Next, which of the following state is known as sugar ball of India? Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh. Sugar bowl of India. Which is the state? So the answer here is Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is known for its overall sugarcane production. The highest production of sugarcane, Uttar Pradesh. Largest number of mills in India, sugarcane mills, Maharashtra. Second largest producer, also you will see India now is the first largest producer in the world. But if you look at the ranks, then second largest producer is Tamil Nadu and then is Maharashtra. Okay. Epigeal germination is found in which of the following crops? Peas, cucumber, maize, moong and mango. There are 2 types of germinations. One is epigeal germination and second is hypogeal germination. Where epigeal germination and hypogeal germination distinction is done by when cotyledon grows in the upward direction of the growth and when cotyledon grows in the downward direction of the growth. So here the answer is cucumber. Cucumber is your epigeal germination. The rest of the things are your hypogeal germination. So examples of epigeal germination are cucumber, beans, tomato, pumpkin, sunflower, etc. Next. Breeder seed is the progeny of which of the following seeds? Foundation seed, certified seed, nucleus seed, truthfully labeled seed and none of the above. Progeny means, what do you mean by progeny? Breeder seed is progeny of what? So we all know first, which is the first seed? Nucleus. Then which seed is there? Then which seed is there? First is nucleus, then is your. So the answer here is nucleus seed is your progeny of breeder seed. Nucleus seed is the first, N, then comes breeder seed, then comes foundational seed. So the arrow is like this. Nucleus seed is a father of breeder seed. Breeder seed is a father of foundation seed. Foundation seed is a father of registered seed and certified seeds. Okay, so this is the overall flow which is in your seed certification. Most suitable soil structure for agriculture is what? Platy, columnar, crumb, prismatic and granule. So the answer here is crumble structure. So crumbular structure or crumble structure, crumbs here provide enough aeration, provide enough space between the particles, provide enough particulate matter. All these things are very important so that the water holding capacity of the soil also is higher. So if you see, enough aeration, enough particle space is also there, which is responsible for holding water in such type of soil. So that's why crumbular structure. The phenomena at which the crop needs more of a particular nutrient, yet it has shown no deficiency symptom, it's called as what? Cryptobiosis, hidden hunger, luxury consumption, symptoms of disorder, none of the above. The answer here is hidden hunger. Hidden hunger is nothing but when a crop is there, it requires a nutrient badly, but still the deficiency symptoms are not shown by that particular crop. It means that his hunger for that nutrition is hidden. Next. The most conspicuous chemical reaction occurring when it undergoes flooding is the reduction of dash oxides in soil. This is also when your waterlogging condition is there. Nitrogen, sulfur, iron, manganese and zinc. So reduction of which oxides happen when readily oxygen is reduced. Okay, so oxides of this particular optional metals are reduced when a chemical reaction occurs in a soil, especially in waterlogging condition. What is the answer here? So generally when flooding or waterlogging condition happens, iron oxides are reduced. So redox reaction of iron oxides happen. This also happens because you will understand that the iron electron receptors, okay, these are responsible for this redox reaction. Conversion of organic form of nutrients to inorganic form of nutrient is termed as what? Mineralization, leaching, fixation, immobilization and volatilization. Anybody? conversion of organic form of nutrients to inorganic form of nutrients is actually termed as mineralization. Okay, it is called as mineralization. So for example, organic nitrogen is converted into ammonium. Okay, next. The headquarter of National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning is located where? Bangalore, Jorhat, Kolkata, Nagpur, Udaipur. The answer here is very simple. It is Nagpur. Remember this. It is Nagpur. Next. Which of the following breed is called as milk queen of goat in the world? Alpine, Anglo-Nubian, Saanen, Ganjam and Black Bengal. The answer here is Saanen. And which of the following goat is known as milk queen of India? Please tell me in the comment section. I will not give the answer here. The castrated male pig is known as what? Swine, buck, barrow, heavier, gib. So the answer here is castrated male pig is called as hog. Okay. So you should remember castrated male virgin names. Okay. Milk fever is caused due to deficiency of dash nutrient: manganese, calcium, sulfur, molybdenum, zinc. And the answer here is calcium. Calcium deficiency causes your milk fever. The meeting of purebred sires with nondescript females from generation to generation with an objective to make a progeny resemble and perform similar to pure breeding is known as what? Inbreeding, outbreeding, crossbreeding, upgrading, none of the above. Very important question. Conceptual question and very important. So the answer here is, it is upgrading. Everybody remember. So already we know that crossbreeding descriptive question was asked in the year of 2021-2022. Now what I personally feel is that this is a sign which I am giving. I think this year any MCQ question will be there either on breeding techniques, either on breeds or either on concepts related to breeding such as cross breeding, triple cross, quadruple cross, and your upgrading becomes very, very important in this. So your when you are considering inbreed, then outbreed, crossbreed and upgrading, these four terms becomes very, very important. We have seen it again and again. In 2021 social forestry was asked. Again 2022 social forestry again was asked. In 2023 agroforestry was asked. Similarly animal husbandry, once only question was from crossbreed. Now in between they didn't ask any. So here a chance is there that they, rather than asking forestry for fourth time, they can switch to animal husbandry, and there are lots of concept here. I can make a descriptive question on outbreeding. I can make a descriptive question on inbreeding. I can make crazy descriptive question on upgrading. So concept should be very clear. Example should be there. For example, I can write what is upgrading and what are the advantages and disadvantages of upgrading. I can also write in this that considering India's dairy sector, how will upgrading help India to scale its overall livestock population? Definitely great questions, and the answers can be written. So three parts of the question and you can try to write the answer, but for that you should know what upgrading is. That is why I tell people that such concepts are there, you should be very clear, you should know what upgrading is. It is nothing but a continuous back cross is done over the generations. The main simple thing is that you keep on crossing generation to generation till your overall progeny, whatever is created, that has exactly carbon copies of their parents. These are exactly the carbon copies, no change. Okay, from genetic point of view also, as well as physical appearance point of view also. Similarly, same goes for artificial intelligence, artificial insemination. Here one more term is there, artificial insemination. On that also various questions can be asked. For example, what is artificial insemination? What are advantages, disadvantages, and yes, how can we overall improve the livestock pool in India by artificial insemination? Such questions can be readily made and asked. That is why I tell people that don't take animal husbandry and concepts like these on ease. Okay. One more thing, if descriptive question doesn't comes, look at these topics. A MCQ question can be easily made, and not just one MCQ question for 1 mark. I can take a paragraph of crossbreed, I can take a paragraph of upgrading and ask 3 questions associated for maybe 2 marks, and then 6 marks are coming from upgrading. And then you will say that, sir, I read about upgrading, but I didn't knew that they will going to ask us such difficult question. So that's why I'm warning you guys, this is a topic which, like, it's a sign that it will come. This is what I feel. So that is why, mainly related to breeding and breeding concepts, please this year prepare it well. Last year they have not asked any question related to breeding. Okay, next, which of the following is a fact about catla that is true? Catla ka ek fact diya hai which is true, we have to find. The surface feeder that feeds on zooplankton, column feeder that feeds on epiphytes and vegetation, bottom feeder that feeds on benthos and decayed vegetation, column and bottom feeder that feeds on epiphytes, and a bottom feeder that feeds on epiphytes. We have to find which is true. See, we all know that 3 types of our indigenous fishes: rohu, katla, mrigal. Mrigal is bottom feeder, rohu is top, and katla is your surface feeder that feeds on zooplankton. So remember this very carefully. Your rohu and katla are your column as well as surface feeders, but your mrigal is a bottom feeder. Okay, so this is a surface feeder, katla. That's why this katla you will see in the shallow waters, you will see, but they are responsible to eat zooplankton. That means they eat small animals and insects which are in water. Next, the origin of Murrah breed of buffalo, that is Delhi buffalo, is from which region? Nellore, Karnataka, Delhi, Agra and Haryana. So Nellore, Karnataka you can delete. Okay, Delhi, Agra, Haryana, from where? Haryana it belongs to. Don't get confused that the name of the buffalo is Delhi, so answer also will be Delhi. Sometimes such misleading hints could be there in the question. Recently introduced breed of Jabalpur that is suitable for backyard poultry is what? Kadaknath, Narmada Nidhi, Jabalpur color, Sussex and Plymouth. Narmada Nidhi is a cross between Jabalpur variety and Kadaknath. Kadak. Jabal versus Kadak. So the answer here is Narmada Nidhi only. That is a variety which is used for and suitable for backyard poultry. Which of the following is known as wild silk? Tasar silk, Muga silk, Eri silk, Mulberry silk, none of the above. And the answer here is Tasar silk. Tasar silk is actually wild silk. Primary agricultural cooperative societies, that is PACs, are functional at village level with unlimited area of operations, community level with unlimited area of operations, block level with limited area of operations, and taluk level with limited area of operations. So the answer here is, it is at village level with unlimited area of operation. Okay, remember this, very important. Yes, one more scheme. The scheme was launched in 2020 under Ministry of Rural Development to provide livelihood opportunity to returning migrants and affected rural area citizens. The scheme adopted a multi-pronged strategy for providing immediate employment and livelihood opportunities for distressed to saturate villages with public infrastructure and create livelihood assets to boost income generation activities. This scheme was launched in 2020. This is Garib Kalyan Yojana. Okay, it is Garib Kalyan Yojana. What is a technique where increased inputs are used to enhance yield per hectare of agricultural land? Ecological farming, extensive agriculture, yield optimization, agriculture intensification, zoom cultivation. Now this question is a past year question which has been asked. So agricultural intensification is a term which is very, very important. So that's why this question becomes important. The answer is that only, agricultural intensification. Which genetically modified crop is developed mainly to combat vitamin A deficiency? BT maize, Roundup Ready soybean, golden rice, BT cotton and flavor sour tomato. The answer here is golden rice. Yes, last question. The gestation is a period between conception, that is pregnancy, and birth. During this time, baby grows and develops inside mother's womb. What is the gestation period for a cattle? Simple question. 278 to 283 days, 144 to 153 days, 194 to 198 days, 210 to 215 days, and 118 to 121 days. So the answer here is your 278 to 283 days. Remember this. Similarly, try to find out what is the gestation for pigs, buffaloes, goat, sheep, horse, etc. Okay, very, very important. So with this we end this session. Thank you very much and see you next time.